morning. Today we will continue our same chapter, human resources, or we can say human development with the help of the human resources. Before we will start our today's topic, just recap for the previous lecture. Previously we had seen the meaning of the human capital. So human capital refers to the stock of the skills and expertise of the nation at a given point of time. This is called the human capital. So human resource becomes the human capital if the human being have the some skill and expertise knowledge. Now the next topic was the factors affecting, or we can say the sources of the human capital. So first is the investment in education, expenditure on health in the different criteria is there. And next is the third, expenditure regarding the on the job or the off the job short training, and expenditure on migrations, and expenditure incurred for the acquiring the information relating to the labor market and the other markets. Now today we will start our next topic. It is the what are the actual two terms sound that similar, we can say similar sound, that's human capital and human development. When we are talking about the human capital, so we can say human capital, it means the expertise and skills about some specific knowledge. So this is the human capital. So with the help of the human capital, we can say the human development is possible. So this is the two same sounds words are there, human capital and human development, but still some discrimination between these two words. Let's see. First, when we are talking about the human capital, so human capital considers the education and health as a means to increase the labor productivity. When we are talking about the human development, so human development is based on the idea that education and health are integral to human well-being, because only when people have the ability to read and write and the ability to lead the long of the healthy life, they will be able to make the other choice with their value. Development, it means a self-development. We can say कि human capital, human resource becomes a human capital if they have the some skills and expertise. But when we are talking about the human development, so only the person, only the human have these skills. So you just grab something or develop yourself. Second criteria is human capital treats the human beings as the means to and being the increase in the productivity. It means when we are talking about the human capital, we are talking about the increase in productivity. Right? With the help of your skills, expertise, knowledge, you just increase in productivity. In this view, any investment in education and health is unproductive if it does not enhance the output of goods and services. Suppose we are we just put the expenditure with the health expenditure, fine, that is, we can say that is the one criteria, expenditure regarding the on health expenditure. So if you are expending something in for health, but you don't increase the productivity of goods and services, so it is not a fruitful as per the human capital. But when we are talking about the human development, in the human development perspectives, the human beings are ants in the themselves. It means what are the developed themselves, हमारे अंदर कितना development हुआ, that is the human development. So if we are our expenditure increase for the health purpose or education purpose, and we are improve ourselves, fine, so it is called the human development. But when we are talking about the human capital, so our expenditure increase for the education or health, but still our goods and services productivity is not increased, it is not called the human capital. So human welfare should be the increase through the investment in education and the health, even if such investment do not result in the higher labor productivity. In such a view, every individual has a right to get the basic education and basic health care. That is, every individual has right to be literate and lead to be the healthy life. So it is called about the human development when we are talking about the self development or human resource self themselves developed with the criteria of education also, healthcare also. But when we can say that when we are talking about the human capital, so human resource become human capital when the productivity of goods and services will be increased. So this is a basic difference between the human capital and human development. Now the next topic is difference between the physical and the human capital. When we are talking about the human capital, so we are also physical, है ना, कोई हमें टच कर सकता है. What is the physical? So we can touch it. But difference between these two functions or two capitals also. So the concept of the physical capital is the base for the concept of the human capital. There are some similarities as well as the difference between the two forms of capital. It is called the physical capital and human capital. Some bases are here. With the basis of tangible or intangible, we just discriminate between the two, physical capital and human capital. On the basis of owners, on the basis of mobility across the space, next the nature of the depreciation, and next is the nature of the benefits. Now just see one by one. Now when we can say the physical capital and human capital. So first basis is tangible and intangible. So physical capital such as machine, we can say machine, land and building, accounts में जितने भी terms पढ़ते हैं, find fixed assets. So physical capital such as the machine is the tangible and can be easily sold in the market like the any other commodity. If I have some machinery, I want to sell out this machinery, it is very easy to sell out this machinery because it is the physical capital of the firm. Now same criteria for the human capital. So the human capital is intangible and it is not sold in the market because skills and knowledge you can't sold. You just hire that person who have the skills and knowledge, but you can't sold your, suppose मेरे में जो ability है मैं वो suppose डॉक्टर है, तो डॉक्टर में suppose अभी जो पेंडेमिक है उसमें बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स के रिक्वायरमेंट है. सो क्या एक डॉक्टर दूसरे डॉक्टर को अपनी स्किल्स और वो सेल कर सकता है? डेफिनेटली नहीं, बिकॉज स्किल्स एंड नॉलेज आर द intangible factors. So intangible factors cannot be sold. So only the services of the human capital are sold. It means services means doctor treat you and charge the fees. Fine. So that is called the service charge. But वो अपनी knowledge और skills आपको sold नहीं कर सकता है. So basic difference between the tangible and intangible. It means the physical capital is a tangible capital. So easily market में sold हो सकता है. And when we are talking about the intangible capital, so you can't sold the intangible capital. You just provide your services at the whatever your cost is required. Second basis is owners. The physical capital is the separable from the its owners. It means suppose this is the board or this is the machinery. Machinery separate have the separate identification. मैं suppose मेरी machinery है, but अगर मैं इसको sold कर देती हूँ, so ownership will be the transfer. Fine. Ownership will be the transfer because my identity and the my physical capital's identity will be the different. Now the human capital is inseparable from its owner. Suppose I am the teacher, so what is the teaching ability I have only? So you can't separate my ability or my skill with me only. Fine. So this is the second is the owner. So physical capital is the separate with owners, and human capital we can say never separate with the owners. Third is the mobility across the space. Fine. So physical capital is the completely mobile between the countries except for some artificial trade restrictions. Suppose there is no tariff boundaries, no trade restrictions. So artificial, it means we can say physical capital move here to there very easily. मुझे जापान से मशीन यहाँ import करनी है. It is very easy. Fine. We can do this. Fine. It is not so easy, but we can do this. But when we are talking about the human capital. So human capital is not the perfectly mobile between the countries, as a movement is restricted by the nationality and culture. Fine. Human capital also actually human beings are movable, not human capitals are movable. Clear? Because of some nationality culture issues are there, some restrictions are there, some culture problems are there. So we can say human capital, it is not so easy to mobile the across the space. Nature of the depreciation. Continuous use of the physical capital leads to the depreciation. You all know about the depreciation. Already you learned in the 11th standard commerce stream and the accounts also. What is the depreciation? Whatever you are using the fixed capital, you are used this fixed capital, your machinery's value will be the decrease. Value will be decrease. Machineries can never be decrease. Your machinery value will be the decrease. It is called the depreciation. So physical capital have the depreciation format. It means uska depreciation hoga. But when we are talking about the human capital, so in the case of the human capital, depreciation takes place with the again but can be the reduced to be the large extent through the continuous investment in education and health. Somehow depreciation is there, but that depreciation maybe increase your productivity. It means suppose depreciation, we can consider the depreciation of the expenditure on education and health. That is your depreciation, क्योंकि you become the expenditure on it. आपने expenditure किया है, but you get the some skills and knowledge and good health also. It is the one type of productivity. So we can say nature of depreciation in physical capital. There are the depreciation because of the physical capital will be the values will be the reduced. But here you maybe you are you are expenditure something, but it is not called the directly depreciate, because simultaneously it is increase your health also and increase your education and skill and knowledge also. Next is the nature of the benefits. Physical capital creates only the private benefits. That is, the benefits from a capital goods flow to those who pay the price for the product and the service produced by it. But when we are talking about the human capital, so human capital benefits not only the owners but also the society in general. For example, an educated person can efficiently contribute the social economic progress of a nation. Human capital creates the both private and social benefits. When we can see about the nature of the benefits, when we are talking about the benefits of nature, so human physical capital, when we are talking about the physical capital, it is for the only benefit purpose or the private benefit purpose. Suppose I am doing the business, for that I have the machinery or any other the physical capital, so I am using that physical capital because of the my benefit only. So it is called the private benefit only. But we can say when we are talking about the human capital, so suppose we are taking the example of doctor. हम डॉक्टर का एग्जांपल लेते हैं. Doctor are increasing their skills and knowledge and provide the facility to the person in the social welfare also. Nowadays the pandemic is going on. ठीक है, इस pandemic में आप देखो कि doctors ने जितनी social services दी है उतना कोई नहीं दे पा रहा है, because we all are helpless. Fine. So at that moment, doctors are getting the benefit for the private purpose also, but simultaneously they are providing the social welfare for they are providing their services for society benefits also. So when we are talking about the physical capital only for the private benefit for that, and when we are talking about the human capital, so private as well as the social welfare or social benefit is the concept of the nature of benefit. Clear? This is all about the physical capital and I can say physical capital and human capital. So that is the difference between the physical and human. Some similarities between these two, physical and human also. Both the form of the capital formation are the outcomes of the continuous investment decision. Decision regarding the investment in the physical capital is taken on the basis of the one's knowledge in the regard. The entrepreneur calculate the expected rates of return of the range of the investment. Suppose I am the entrepreneur, I am expending something for physical capital, so I need some productivity. When we simultaneously, if I am the entrepreneur, I am expending my money with the regarding the human capital, so I need the interest point of view. We can say we need the benefit, it means we need the more customer for the skill purpose. सपोज मेरी स्किल कोई है तो उस स्किल का मैं यूटिलाइज करके क्या करूंगी, मेरे कस्टमर्स और मेरी प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ाना चाहूंगी. सो दिस इज सम सिमिलैरिटीज ऑल्सो एंड सम बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन द फिजिकल कैपिटल एंड ह्यूमन कैपिटल. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.